So, what happens when you don't take a narcissist back? What happens when you don't allow them to slither their snaky little sneaky selves back into your life? When you don't fall for the Hoover? How do they react? What do they do? How do they treat you? This is what we talk about today, y'all. If you're new here, my name is Lee Hammock. I'm a diagnosed narcissist, and welcome to another episode of the Narcissist Code. Boom. Welcome back, folks. Welcome back. Yes. How do those pesky narcissists react when you don't take them back into your life? Like when the relationship ends, no matter who ends it. And this is one of the things right here. I think this is gonna be a two-parter, two parts within one part. If you end it and if they end it. Okay, let's get it. Let's do it like that. How does that sound? That sound good? Let's get it like that. So if you end it and you don't take them back, they can act a few different ways, right? They can literally act a few different ways. And one of the ways that a narcissist or a toxic person could act in these circumstances right here is that they can literally lose their damn minds. They can literally lose their minds. But Lee, why would they lose their minds? Especially if they've been treating us terribly, especially if they've been like acting crazy, acting the monkey. Why would they lose their minds on us? Because the first thought that a lot of narcissists have when you break up with them, if you break up with them, the first thought that so many of them have is that you have someone else, right? They automatically go into the mindset that you have someone else, that you are dealing with somebody else, that you are dating someone else, that somebody else is getting what they got, getting what they wanted, getting what they deserve, right? This is literally the mindset. They think that you have someone else, so they lose their minds. And by losing their minds, it can mean a few different things, right? It doesn't always mean that they're going to come back and try to unalive you or something like that. They could, but they could also stalk you. They could also pop up at your work. They could also try to hunt you down. They could also pop up at your house. They could also just start doing things to make your life harder. Start texting you, calling you, blowing you up in the middle of the night, texting, calling you, doing all this stuff in the middle of the day. You know what I mean? Calling your friends, calling your family members, trying to figure out where you are, what's going on, how do we get to this point? They will be doing a lot of these different things right here to try to get into your head. And this really is the mentality of a lot of narcissistic people, is that they want to try to wear you down. That really is it, y'all. They will try to wear you down to hopefully get you to take them back, or to get you, if you're no contact with them, right? They will try to just wear you down to get you to even just speak to them. They wanted to get to this point where you even just open your mouth and speak to them at all. Because they want to talk to you, because they want to deal with you, because they miss you, or whatever the case may be, because they obsessed with you. Well, Lee, you just said they missed me. Oh Lord, here we go. I knew y'all was gonna pick up on that. Just because they miss you does not mean they're going to treat you better. That's it. Just because they miss you, just because a narcissist misses you, does not mean that they're going to be better for you. Does not mean that they're going to treat you better or do better by you. No, it just means they could miss taking advantage of you. They could miss having that control over you. They could miss doing all that type of stuff to you. So if you break up with them, or you leave them alone and you don't take them back, you no longer want to entertain them, they will try to find a way to latch on to you. If you have to get divorced, they will drag out the divorce process. Well, Lee, you can't really drag out the divorce process. Y'all, talk to these people who have been married for 20 years and have so much property and so many things entangled, kids, all this stuff entangled. Ask them, is it you can force them to divorce you? You can't do that. There's certain things, legalities and things like that. They're going to wait to the last minute with deadlines. You have to turn in this paperwork at by midnight on April 12th. And y'all are in January. April 11th, 11:58 p.m. You might get that email asking for a continuance. They will drag it out. They want to take advantage of your time, your effort, your energy. They will. So if you don't take them back, they're going to try to force you to take them back. They're going to try to make your life harder, especially if you start dating. Yeah, you see so many people, like you probably see this on the news sometimes. Person's ex comes, catches them on a date with somebody else and unalives them, or threatens to hurt them, or fights their new partner, tries to hurt the new partner, tries to hurt the new person that they're dating. They will try to make your life harder, right? But that happens right there. So, but there's another part of this, y'all. There's little subtle parts of this right here, because sometimes if you break up with them, they might not do anything, right? Sometimes if you break up with them, that's what they wanted. That's called the reverse discard. When the reverse discard happens, that's when a narcissist or a toxic person or whomever decides that they themselves want to mess with you. Like they want you to be the ones that break up with them, so they have an excuse to move on quickly. So they can play the victim to other people. They can say, well, you know what? I tried as hard as I could and it wasn't good enough. That's why I got my new boo over here. What y'all expect me to do? Wait around until for what? They clearly don't have anything. They clearly don't want anything to do with me. So why would I wait around for them? You see? You see how that works right there. Why would I wait around? Why would I do this? Why would I do that? That's the mentality that so many people have in these circumstances right here. And that's what you have to understand of who you're dealing with. You have to understand your target. That sometimes they will intentionally start treating you bad. They'll intentionally start doing wrong by you in order to get you to leave them. They'll push you away. They'll remove the love, the care, the affections. They will do all of that type of stuff just to get you away from them, just to get you to leave them alone, just to get you to leave them be. This happens to so many people. It really does. So that's why I just tell people, like in these circumstances, in these situations, this is what's going to keep happening. As long as you're dealing with a narcissist or a toxic person, this type of stuff keeps happening over and over and over and over again. Sometimes they'll push you away and they won't care if you let them come back, because they don't want to come back. They want to be done. You see? The reverse discard happens and they want to be done. They want to be rid of you. They want to be done with you and whatnot. So they'll just treat you a certain type of way because it works for them. Now, the flip side of things, if they break up with you, sometimes they won't try to come back, y'all. Sometimes if you don't take them back, if they try to come back, they won't care. Sometimes they just want to have some type of access to you. They'll reach out to you to mess with you, to see where you are, just to see how you're doing, just to try to get inside of your mind, to see what is actually going on inside of your head, to mess with you, just to have just to remain relevant in your life in some way, shape, or form. This goes on for so many people. This is what so many people have to face when you're dealing with a manipulative, abusive narcissist. It really is. It's how it goes down a lot of times, right? So I say that to say this. When you're dealing with a narcissist and they break up with you, take your time. Healing takes time. I know a lot of people don't want to hear that when I say that, but healing absolutely does take time. It's going to take a lot of time for you to get to the point where you want to be. So if they don't reach out to you, if they break up with you, they might not even want you to come back at all. But sometimes they'll just linger around in your life to try to hold on to some type of relevancy, to just mess with you. That's what you have to understand right there. If they break up with you, sometimes they're done. If they break up with you, right? Sometimes and this is another thing right here. This is another piece of another subtle nuance right here. If they break up with you, sometimes they're just doing it temporarily because they want to go out here and cheat and live their life and do what they want to do and not be held responsible for what they're doing. They want to just say, well, we were not together. Remember, we broke up when I was clapping them other cheeks. You and I weren't together, so it's not cheating. You basically pushed me into those other cheeks. You know that, right? You do understand that, right? You know that, right? You made me do it. So they'll treat you they'll treat you like they'll try to become the victim somehow, some way, shape, or form. But if you don't let them come back, after they do this intentional breakup stuff, if you don't let them come back, go back to the very beginning of the video and how they lose their minds because they think you have someone else. Because they will. A lot of them will absolutely start to lose their minds thinking that you have someone else, because they literally have someone else too. They don't think that you wouldn't want to be with them. for any other reason other, they wouldn't think you want to be with them for any other reason other than you having someone else, other than you being involved with someone else. That's where it goes. That's seriously how it goes. That's seriously how it goes down. So if you're dealing with a manipulative, narcissistic person, just understand, like, not all of them want to come back, but those that do, you just have to prepare yourself, y'all. You just have to be careful, because some of them, like, if you don't let them come back after they break up with you, they'll threaten to take you to court for the kids. I'm going to get full custody. I'm going to go do this. I'm going to go do that. I'm going to take you to court. You won't see the kids again. You won't see the kids again. I'm going to be bitter. I'm going to be bitter. I'm going to expose you. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. There's so many damn moving pieces there, y'all. It really is. So it's just like, if you keep moving forward in these relationship dynamics with narcissistic people, just understand that, like, it's going to be tough. But if you're done with them, be done with them. Of course, protect yourself, protect your peace, protect your livelihood, protect your life in general. Of course, do all of those things, but be done with them in order to protect yourself fully. Otherwise, this cycle will continue on and on and on again, with damn near no end in sight. Because narcissistic people don't care about an end in sight. They want to mess with you. Right? Am I right? Am I right? Anyway, y'all, thank y'all for tuning into this episode, y'all. If you haven't, y'all, take a look at joining the channel memberships. I got some interesting things going on behind the scenes. The channel memberships, post private videos, discounts, all kinds of stuff on merch, and all kinds of different stuff coming up, y'all. Anyways, y'all, hit that subscribe button if you haven't, and Mental Illness is out. Peace. What up, y'all? What up? Before you leave, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't. It just helps us reach more people. Also, everything I have is available at mentalhealness.net. My coaching, my courses. I have a couple of courses that can help you understand and help you heal. And I also have a support group, all available at mentalhealness.net. Check my site out for everything, y'all, and I will see y'all later.